Good morning students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In today's video lesson, we are going to talk about the graphical representation of the curve in the statistics. Okay, and before that we will be recalling some of the concepts of our previous knowledge. Okay, now here we know that it's a proven fact that pictures speak better than the words. Okay, and also a graphical representation helps us to understand the given data in a better way and at a simple glance. Okay, and also we know that we have studied in our previous classes the bar graphs, the histograms and frequency polygons, how to plot them on a graph sheet. Okay, in our earlier classes we have known the histograms and the frequency polygons. Now in this topic we are going to learn about the cumulative frequency curve. Right? It is also known as the cumulative frequency curve, also known as ogive curve. Okay? It is written like this, but it is pronounced as ogive. Right? We write it here like this, but we pronounce it as ogive curve. So, we will be learning about how to represent a cumulative frequency curve, also known as ogive curve, on a graph sheet using the given data. Now, here we will know that in a previous session we knew how to find the median, okay, median through the formula. Now, we will know how to find the median by the graphical representation or through the ogive curve. Right. Let me take one example. If I take the coordinate axis, x and y axis. Now, I'll be taking, first I will be developing the cumulative frequencies. How to write the cumulative frequencies? We have learned in a previous session. Just summing one frequency at a time, we will be getting the cumulative frequencies. After developing the cumulative frequency table, then we will go for plotting the graph. Now, we will take on the x-axis the boundaries. Okay, the boundaries. That is upper boundaries or the lower boundaries, and we will be taking on the y-axis the cumulative frequencies. Okay, now there are two types of cumulative frequencies, that is less than type and the greater than type. The less than type cumulative frequency here, less than type ogive curve. Okay, this is the less than type. In the less than type cumulative frequency curve, we will be plotting the upper boundaries on the x-axis and the cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. We will be getting some graph like this. Okay. Then how to find the median? To find the median, there are two ways. After plotting the graph of the less than type cumulative frequency curve or the ogive curve, we will be taking, as we took in the formula of median, the total observations by 2. That point, to locate the median class we used to take, isn't it? The same thing, we will be taking the total observations by 2, that comes to some value. Let me suppose 15 or 18. That point I will be plotting on the y-axis. That part of n by 2, that value we will be plotting on the y-axis. At that point, I'll draw a line which is parallel to the x-axis so that it will cut the curve at one point. Okay, it will intersect or it will touch the curve at one point. From there, if you drop a perpendicular, got it? If you drop a perpendicular, the foot of the perpendicular gives us the median graphically. We know how to find the median through the formula. Now through graph we will be finding out the median, and this is one way of finding the median. There is another way to find the median. I'll be taking the coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. We will be plotting, this is the less than type graph. For the upper boundaries on the x-axis, cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. Now, the same way, the cumulative frequencies on the y-axis, here the boundaries, whether it is upper boundary or the lower boundary, the limits, right? After plotting the graphs less than type and also the more than, greater than type of the ogive curves, after plotting them, they will be intersecting at one point. From there, if you drop a perpendicular, the foot of the perpendicular gives us the median, right? This is one way. Then foot of the perpendicular is touching the x-axis, isn't it? That x-axis means y-coordinate will be 0. So the x-coordinate is the median here. Here also we will be getting some x comma 0 or a comma 0. So on the x-axis the coordinates are y0. So this, the x-coordinate is the median. Here also the x-coordinate is the median. These are the two ways to find out the median graphically through the ogive curve. Right, now we will be seeing the exercise problems. We will be plotting the graphs. Quickly copy down and we'll proceed to the exercise problems. Exercise 14.4. Now the second, there are altogether 3 problems. The second graph and the third graph I'll be doing for you. The first one you take it for the homework, right? Now the second one, during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. The weights I have noted down here, and the number of students and draw a less than type ogive curve for the given data. Hence obtain the median weight for the graph and verify the result by using the formula. So we have to find the graph, we have to draw the graph, find the median graphically, and also we have to verify it through the formula. So we should see both of them are exactly right or not. We have to verify them. Now we will note down the number of students here. 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, here 28, 32 and 35. So these are the number of students. Now here this is less than type ogive curve given us to draw the less than type. For the less than type, when you are taking the x and y coordinates, for the less than type ogive curve, we have to remember less than type ogive curve. So for this, for the less than type, we have to take the upper limits, upper boundaries. Okay, remember that less than type, upper boundaries. And here on the y-axis we will be taking less than cumulative frequencies. Less than cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. Right. Now I have taken here, that means I have not started with 0 or 1 because our values are somewhat different. So here it is 38, 40 like that. So it is not from 0 or it is not from 1. So I have left some place. From here I have started with 34 because the least one is 38, isn't it? So for 34 I have taken, for every centimeter for 2 units I have taken 34, 36, 38, 2 units on the x-axis, and whereas we have taken 4 units on the y-axis. So we have to write the scale on the right side corner. X-axis 1 centimeter I have taken as 2 units, and on y-axis 1 centimeter as 4 units. Right, students? Now here we will be plotting the graph. Now for the less than type ogive curve, we will be taking the upper boundaries. Now see the upper boundary here, less than 38. That means the interval is less than 38 means this is the upper one. And below that also is there. Less than 38 means below 38 is also there. So the upper boundaries are 38, 40, 42, 44. All these are the upper boundaries. And these are the cumulative frequencies given. These are not the frequencies because they are given at the number of students. Total number of students. So they are the cumulative frequencies. So directly the point will be, our coordinate point will be 38, 0. Okay. and 40, 3 likewise. 42, 5 the points. 44, 9 and 46, 14. Okay. 48, 28. Here 50, 32 and 52, 35. The points are quite big, so I have started with 34 and here I have taken 4 as the difference here. Okay, now we will be plotting this 38, 0. 38 first on the x axis. 38 is here, 0. 0 means on the x axis itself, this point. Okay, now 43. So 40 here and 3 here from 0 to 4. So 3 means just one line below you draw. This is 40, 3. Now 42, 5. 42, 5. 5 means here just above the 4. Okay. No, 42. No, 42, 4. Okay. Now 44, 9 here. 44, 9. See here 9 where it is? Just above the 8. 44, 9. And 46, 14. 46, 14. See here the center one from 12 to 16. 14 is the center line. Okay, 46, 14. This point. And 48, 28. See here 48 and 28. This point. And 50, 32. See here 50 here and 32. 32 exactly here. Okay. Now 52 and 35. 52 here. Go straight. 35. 35 is below 36 here. We have plotted all the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points we have plotted. Now we will join the points. Okay. By a smooth curve. So this is coming somewhere like this. Okay. It will be changed because when you are drawing it on the actual graph, it won't be a straight line. It will be a little curved. Okay. And now how to plot? This is plotting the less than type of ogive curve. Now how to find the median? It is asked in the question. Find the median graphically as well as verify with the formula. Okay. Now how to find the median? We will be seeing the n by 2 value. Okay. Now given n, what is the n given in the book? The checkup for 35 students. This one 35, total of 35 students. So 35 by 2, it comes to 17.5, isn't it? 17 point. Now we have to locate the 17.5 on the y-axis. So 17.5 somewhere here. After 16, 17.5. Okay. This point is the n by 2 value. From there you have to draw a line. Just draw a line. Okay. This will be somewhat curved. Okay. Draw a line such that it touches the curve at a point. From that point, if you drop a perpendicular here, from this point, drop a perpendicular. The foot of the perpendicular gives us the median. That will come to somewhere around, see here, 46.5. This is the median graphically. So I have not taken exactly this I am only drawing on roughly, isn't it? If you draw on the graph exactly at 46.5, it will be touching the foot of the perpendicular. So this point is 46.5, 0. That is the coordinate. So for the x coordinate is the median. So we got the median here as 46.5 through graph. Okay. Now we will be verifying it through the formula which we have learned in the previous session. Now I'll quickly note it down. Pause the video, note it down. I'll be erasing this part and I'll be doing the formula based median. Now see this, we will be finding through the formula the median. Now I have noted down the table again because we have given less than, below, less than 38 and all. And for the formula we need the lower limit also. So I'll be writing them in the class intervals. Okay, these are the class interval form. So below 38 first one, and below 40 means 38 to 40. So below 42 means 40 to 42. So likewise I've written the class intervals, and the given values here are the cumulative frequencies, because the total number of observations given in the question is 35. So these are the cumulative frequencies. Now from these cumulative frequencies we need to find the frequencies, so that we will be using them in the median formula. Now here frequency means, so 0. So how we got the cumulative frequency? By summing up one frequency at a time. Now to get the frequencies we have to subtract. Now 3 minus 0 is 3. Now 5 minus 3, 2. 9 minus 5, 4. 14 minus 9, 5. 28 minus 14 comes to 14. And 32 minus 28 is 4. 35 minus 32 is 3. These are the frequencies. Now to find the formula, see the median formula. L plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into h. Okay, this we have done it in the previous session. Now here we know the n by 2, that is 17.5, the lower limit. First we have to locate the median class. Now the highest frequency is this. So, and also 17.5 will lie between here. For the first time the n by 2 will not exceed this value of Cf. Okay, first time it should not exceed this, then that this will become our Cf value, which should not exceed. And also we know that we can also locate by saying the highest frequency, see the highest frequency, locate the median class. And now 46 is our lower limit, and the Cf here is the preceding value to the median class. The preceding one means this is the cumulative frequency, right? Okay, now to locate the median class, that frequency of Cf should not exceed our n by 2. So this is the Cf to locate the median class, and the Cf in the problem, in the formula, is that it is the preceding value of the median class. Don't get confused with both of them. Right, we will be substituting it here. L is 46, lower limit of the median class. N by 2 we know that 17.5 minus Cf is 14. Divided by, again f is the highest frequency, 14 into h. H is the size of the class interval, that is 2. Okay. Now here 46 plus 17.5 minus 14 comes to 3.5 by 14 into 2. So 3.5 into 2 is 7. Okay. 46 plus 7 by 14. So this comes to 7 once, 7 twice. So 46 plus half. So that means 46 plus 0.5. 1 by 2 into decimal 0.5. That is 46.5. Here, this is the median. Through the formula we got the median, and through graph you will be exactly getting 46.5 graphically. Now we have verified it both ways, and now we quickly copy down, pause the video, and we will go for the next graph. Now exercise 14.4 only, the next problem, the third problem. The following table gives the production yield per hectare of wheat of 100 farmers, of 100 farms of a village. Okay, the tabular column is given, production yield, quintal per hectare, and number of farmers it is given here. And what we have to find? Change the distribution to a more than type distribution and draw its ogive curve. Okay, now we have to form the distribution table, change it into more than type distribution table, then we have to draw the ogive curve. Now here, let's start here. We will draw the cumulative frequency distribution table, right? Now here we'll take production yield, okay, quintal per hectare, right? Now this is our class interval Ci, okay. Now here given the number of farmers. So this is our F. Okay. Now here given the total N given as 100 farms, isn't it? 100 farms. So the given values are the frequency values F. Okay. Now we need to find the cumulative frequencies. Okay. Also given that more than cumulative frequencies, find out. Okay. More than CF. We will find out. Now here to form this, here 50 to 55, 55 to 60, that means it is more than 50, more than 55. So we'll write more than 50, more than. Likewise we'll write the second one is 55 to 60, that means it is more than 55. Okay, then more than 60. Likewise more than 65 and more than 70, more than 75. 75. Okay. Also we will be drawing the points here to be plotted. Okay. The coordinates. Now here for more than 50, the frequency is 2, 8, 12, 24, 38 and 16, right? Now how many we have? Total 100 farms. So the more than type, first you take 100 because the cumulative frequency we are writing the more than, not the less than type. Okay, more than. So from 100 if you subtract 2 you get 98. From 98 subtract 8 you get 90. From 90 subtract 12, so 78. Okay. From 78 subtract 24 you get 54. From 54 subtract 38. 54 subtract 38. So 14, so 6 here 16. You'll get 16, right? So this is the more than cumulative. So asked in the problem you have to construct the more than type cumulative frequencies, then proceed to the ogive curve. Now here we got the values to plot the more than cumulative frequency. I have told you here in the x-axis we should have the lesser boundaries, that is the lower boundaries, and the y-axis the cumulative frequencies. Now here x coordinate, lower boundary. Now the lower boundary is more than 50, here means 50 is the lower one, 50, 55. So lower boundary is 50. So children, only remember that for the less than type curve you will be taking the upper bounds, so just the opposite, and for the more than type curve you will be taking the lower boundaries on the x-axis. So here the lower limit is more than 50, means 50 is the lower limit, and the next one lower limit and the point here, this is the cumulative frequency 50, 100. Likewise 55, 98, 55, 98, 60, 90. These are the points. And 65, 78. Here 70, 54. And 75, 16. Okay. These are the points to be plotted. Now pause the video and quickly copy down. We will be seeing the graph part. Okay. Now this is the third problem's graph, isn't it? Now we have done the distribution table of more than cumulative frequency. Now we will plot the graph. I have noted the points here. See, for me to plot on the graph, and also I have taken the lower limits because this is more than cumulative frequency ogive. So I am taking the lower limits on the x-axis and more than cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. Now I have taken 5 units, okay, here and here also 5 units. So let's write the scale first. On x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. On y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. So scale is very important. Okay. Now we will be plotting the points. Here I have noted down the points because I have erased the points. Okay. 50, 100. So 50 on the x-axis. 50 on the x-axis, 100. 100 is the last one here. Right. Straight. Okay. 50, 100. Now the second point is 55, 98. So 55 you see here, go straight, 98. So after 95 and below 100, 98. Okay. Now and 60, 90. See the point on 60, 60 here, straight you go to 90. 90 is already given here. Third point. And 65, 78. 65. Here is 78. Above 75, right? Somewhere here. And the next 70, 54. 70 on the x-axis. 70. Go straight. 54. That means above, just below 55. Okay, this point. And we have the last one is 75, 16. 75 on the x-axis, 16. So 15 is here. 15 is here, just above 15. 16 you get it here. This is the point. So these points, don't write it because for me to plot the points I have written it. So our x-axis is the lower limits. Right. Now these are the points. Okay. Now we will be drawing with joining the points. Okay. This is the more than type ogive curve. More than type ogive curve. Okay. Now simply asked here, median is not asked. Okay. If median is asked, now n by 2, that is 50, plot 50 on the y-axis, draw a line parallel to x-axis, then you will be getting a point. From there, drop a perpendicular. The foot of the perpendicular gives the median value, the x-coordinate. Okay. Now, but median is not asked, only to construct the more than cumulative frequency table as well as to draw the more than type ogive curve. So see the question and answer the problem. Okay. Now here children, we have altogether 3. So I have done the 2, and also you go through the example problems in the textbook and solve the first problem and practice it. This ogive curve is a compulsory question in the examination. Okay. I'll see with a new concept in our next session. Thank you all.